What's going on, man? Welcome back to the basement. I'm Ron. This is probably the first time that I've been on one of these streams early. You guys can see just out the shower, hit the gym this morning, looked up, and I saw that the Chihuahua is about to fill. This is the draft we've been doing all week. $4 to enter, perfect for beginners. If you haven't already, make sure you're using promo code RON when you sign up. The link should be pinned in the live chat. The link will be in the description, the comment section down below. You click on it, you use promo code RON, and they will match your deposit up to $100 so you can hop in here, hop in some best ball drafts with us. How are we? This is a different time of day. Who are we about to see in this stream? I'm just making sure that everything is good on the stream, that it's live. Let me know. I came early to the stream. Pause. I'm here. It's noon. We're doing something different. By the way, this is the thing. So the Chihuahua's about to close. Max is 25 entries, right? I'm currently at 16. So we need to get 9 entries in before this thing closes, and it's 90-something% full. So this is going to be a weird stream because I'm going to have to do a few at the same time. I think we're going to do 5 out the gate, and then sneak in 4 when it's really about to close. I'm trying to, because I think we can just do 2 waves. I think we can do 5 and then we can do 4. What do we think about that? We can either do 5 and then 4, or we can do 3, 3, 3, but I don't know if we'll have time for 3, 3, 3. What do we think here? I'm curious what you guys think. You said let us know when to get in. I'm gonna join like 3 to 5 at the same time here, so you should have a good chance of getting in here. What do we think, fellas? 3, 3, 3 or 5, 4? I don't know how long this is going to stay open. 93.7% full. We got Derek in here. Brendan Gianniscoli. We got Caleb. What's going on? We got Brendan in here. Good evening from Germany. I was going to say hello in German, but I don't know how to. Guten Tag? Would that maybe be something? But all right. I'm not getting any feedback in the comments. Chris Diaz said, give me like 30 seconds. All right. We're going to join a few here. Brandon saying 3, 3, 3. Derek saying 5, 4. Let's start with 3. Let's start with 3, and then we'll just kind of adjust from there. I think that's probably the play. We'll start with 3, and we'll just adjust from there. We'll see. Yeah, people are saying 5, 4 is the only way to work. Yeah, I agree. I think 5, 4 is just the way it's going to have to be. All right. So, here we go, fellas. Anybody that wants to get in, you should be able to. We're joining the next 5. If you want to get in multiple with me, go ahead. This is going to be hectic. You're not going to see the draft board. It's going to be kind of ass for you guys. I'm not going to lie, but you guys are going to be here along for the journey. We'll sort of figure out a way to make it the best viewing experience possible. Maybe I'll find a way to show the draft board. I can always make the picks from my phone. Or I can just do this and kind of make an effort to show the draft board. But let's actually, I want you guys to see, you guys should see the tabs, because this is what I do. This is like, the reason why I'm at 16 Chihuahuas right now is because if I do a draft of myself, especially one of these, like I'll run up 5 at the same time. Let's zoom in. 12. You guys can see 12 picks. Are we on the clock anywhere? No. We got Debo in one of them. Let me know if any of you guys are in here. All right. So you guys can see, like, this is sort of where we'll have like the order with starts in 30. Boom. All right. So we're good to go. We're good to go. We got 5 in a row here. The way that I usually do it is I'll just make a pick, and then I'll just move it to the back of the order. So we're on the clock at 3. Let's go with Tyreek Hill. I'm starting to just take Tyreek Hill and Cooper Kupp over McCaffrey now, and it's not really because I value McCaffrey behind them really per se. It's just because there's very few elite wide receivers, and they just feel more scarce than running backs right now. So number 4, I'll try to make sure I put the draft board up for most of them. So 17 picks away here. That one's going to be a while. 3 picks away. Chris said he's gotten one. Brendan said he's in one. Let's go. What do I think about Tyreek Hill after his assault? Not great, but I think it's too early to factor that in at this point. Also, doing like 5 of these at the same time is going to be tough to keep up with comments. So I'm probably not going to flash the comments, but I'll probably just sort of talk through them. But this is going to be interesting. We got commenters scattered throughout these drafts right now. 14 picks away, 16 picks away. We're showing the draft board in most of them right now. So I think that this is going to be, like, it's not going to be super, super easy to keep along for you guys, but it's going to be like a game of, like, you guys ever play those, like, cooking games on the, like, maybe the Wii? Maybe a Wii game, but they used to have those games like Cooking Mama, where you just have, like, a million things going on in the kitchen. That's what we have going on here. So keeping up and trying to, like, make sure that we get correlations and stuff is going to be difficult. I don't know why this says draft starting in 17 seconds. When I'm on the clock in like 14 spaces. All right, so let's take Diggs here. I hate taking Diggs, but he just makes the most sense most of the time once some big names are off the board. Eckler's sort of screaming up draft boards, huh? I'm going to take CeeDee Lamb here. He just seems like he's in a good tier by himself. And then, look, people do the same thing with McCaffrey, and you end up just getting McCaffrey at 106. So, like, why take him at, like, in my actual rankings, I'd probably have him 3 after Chase and Jefferson. But in these underdog drafts, I have no problem taking Kupp and Tyreek Hill over him, knowing that McCaffrey slips a ton, and Kupp and Hill are never making it past 5. So that's kind of how I'm viewing those, I would say. Let me know how I'm doing in terms of making this presentable for you guys. Like, is this watchable? Is this entertaining? What are we thinking? Doing 2 at once is tough with no comments. Well, I'll do, honest to God, fellas, like, if I'm, like, really trying to jam something in, whether that's this Chihuahua, a puppy, a Best Ball Mania sometimes, like, and I'm by myself, like, I almost make it an effort, like, every night, like, if I'm watching something on TV or, like, I mean, there's no sports games on now. Give me Devontae easily here. There's no sports games on now. But, like, usually my ritual is, like, when I get into bed for the night, like, I'll fire up anywhere from, like, 3 to 6 drafts at once. It's just a more efficient way to do it, but, and, like, my single stream, like, if I do one singular draft, it's either, like, in the morning when I, like, take my dog for a walk, because if I'm not, like, in my bed or, like, I need to be on desktop to do multiple, because, like, this, like, I can order them, and, like, you know, like, right now we have some downtime, like, we have 8 picks. Oh, no, we don't, dude. These are lying to me sometimes. Jeez, that's not good. All right. So that might be an issue. This stuff is lying to me. Let's maybe zoom out ever so slightly here. Actually, no, let's not do that. At least it gives us a little notification when we're on the clock here, though. I'm taking a lot of Saquon these days, dude. I'm going to take Pollard over Saquon here. Like, it's a little bit weird, but I think it's kind of just a fun way to do that. I think we're going to take another Pollard. I find myself spamming Pollard these days. I don't really take a lot of Devonta Smith. I just can't convince myself to take Devonta Smith over the running backs on the board that he goes. Like, dude, second round Devonta Smith, like, your margin for error there is so thin. It's so thin. Like, if he's giving you, like, last year, I think Devonta Smith in, like, half PPR was, like, a 14-point per game guy. Of course, you can have a year 3 breakout, but in a low-volume pass offense next to A.J. Brown, like, I'd say probably not, bro. Like, it's tough for me to bet on in the second round, man. Tough for me to bet on, and especially because, like, I'd have to be at the turn and take him with Jalen Hurts. Like, that's the only way that I could justify it. I guess we'll take third round Jalen Hurts here just because he's here. Actually, man. Give me Andrews. Give me Andrews and we'll see if Lamar comes back to us. Pick 19. We're taking a lot of Pollard, fellas. We're taking a lot of Pollard. We're on the clock. Somewhere, some way. We'll go Brees. Pairs us with, at least you can see, you know, one running back, 2 wide receivers there. I'm going to move this over here. All right, let's get everything back situated. The thing that's screwing me up is I think because the stream is taking some juice out of the computer that it's sort of lying to me in terms of like how many picks away I am in all of these. But I think it's back to where it should be. I think so. Get the board back up. I appreciate that, Connor. You said it's your first time catching a stream, first time watching. Love the videos, especially the Dynasty stuff. Yeah, so you're about to be in for a treat here. This is a stream that I don't usually do, but it's just because this contest is closing, so I'm absolutely spamming these. Let's go Mahomes. If I can get any of the elite quarterbacks in the third round, especially the last of the elite quarterback, like the third one, I kind of love doing that. And we get Josh Allen to Diggs here at 307. Like, that feels really nice. Kind of love that. So we already have Brees. We can go Christian Watson. I have a hard time taking this tier of wide receiver over ETN. So let's go ETN here. We already sort of doubled up on CeeDee Lamb and Devontae. I have no problem going fourth round ETN. Let's see. Where are we about to situate ourselves? I have a suspicion that the ones that are lagging behind in terms of picks away are the ones that I keep the draft board open for. So I'm going to chill with doing that unless if I'm hovering over it and it's like close to being picked. What else we got in here? You said the Tyreek Hill thing is being overblown because Kamara's on a team even though he's been goofing. This is going to have to be Debo if Deggy lets me here. Yeah, give me Debo. All right, 4 picks of breathing room. What do we got going on in the chat, fellas? How are we? How are we doing? I want to make sure this is an engaging and entertaining live stream for the viewers here. How's everybody doing on this fine Friday morning? It's like a very rainy day in northern New Jersey today. Hustled back from the gym. Walking out of the gym, just got absolutely murdered by the rain. Just came pouring down when I left the gym. Left the windbreaker in the car, like an idiot. But hey. It is what it is. Yeah, I mean, I usually go ETN over Christian Watson here. But we only have 1 wide receiver through 3 rounds. Does ETN do anything special for us? No. Give me Christian Watson. I don't even really love that Christian Watson pick, but I think it just had to be done. I've been taking a lot of Mike Williams in this spot as well. Like, Mike Williams at this 4-5 turn. Don't really want DJ Moore. Like, it comes down to Mike Williams and DJ Moore for me. Just give me the guy in the better offense. As much as I love DJ Moore this year, I'll just take the guy in a better offense that wins with spike weeks. Give me McLaurin here. Like, this 4-5 turn one, just give me any of, I mean, I'm not taking Ayuk here, really, but give me any of Hopkins, London, McLaurin, DJ Moore, Judy. Like, I'll just take, at that 4-5 turn, I'll take as many of them as I'm afforded. You said I'm absolutely pissing in this draft. Someone said never pee in this draft. Bright and sunny in San Diego. It's got to be like 4 a.m. in San Diego right now. I'm exaggerating there, but Herbert could be fun. I wish I had a Charger to go with him, though. I wish that he was... Like, 5th round Herbert's pretty crazy. It's pretty crazy, too, that you could start... Like, you could theoretically start... Damn, I got my turns mixed up. I was going to say you could theoretically start Justin Jefferson and then get Herbert in the 6th, but I'm an idiot. All right, so Kenneth Walker goes. Staring down Godwin, but no, we're going to go Godwin here. I can't stop pressing the button on 5th round Chris Godwin as well. The Bucs guys are just very easy to draft. Like, their bad offense is baked in. They've been guys that produce when called upon. What is Waxon going to do? Okay. Give me Fields here. You guys can see I'm taking a lot of like early quarterbacks. I find myself doing that a lot more on Underdog. After my talk with Hayden, especially with the quarterback slipping now. Like I think quarterback ADP is starting to get a lot more efficient right now. So I'm very much fine taking any of the big 3 in the 3rd round. This is a slipping Burrow here, but it doesn't make sense to take him. So we're going to go Godwin again, as we do. All right, we're on the clock in 2 spots here. I think we'll go London because we haven't done London yet. But you guys can see, like, every time I'm in that 4 or 5 spot, I'm taking one of those wide receivers. I think we'll go Mixon here. Been mixing in Mixon. It seems like he's going to beat the case, and nobody really cares. What else we got in here? Hey, Ron, just got done with your buy-sell video. Love the content. Always give me something to think about. I appreciate that, dude. What a name, too. What is your name? Musty Antelope. Not Musty Antelope is so foul, man. Let's go Deontay Johnson here. Let's just keep stacking wide receivers. Why not? This is where it gets difficult, when you got to figure out how to land the plane halfway through. I'm also going to double-check and just make sure that we're not on the clock anywhere. And then also that the Chihuahua hasn't closed yet. What percent is the Chihuahua at? 94%. All right, we're making good time. We're making good time. How do you feel about Henry? Texans twice is so nice. Backdooring CJ is fun. Yeah, I haven't been taking a lot of Derrick Henry, but you make a good point. Like, his playoff schedule is absolutely insane, and he's easy to stack with, especially with that game 17 stack with the Texans. But I have a tough time taking him just because I love all the running backs to go around him. Like, he'd have to be the last of the bunch between, like, Jacobs, Ramondre, Pollard, Brees. Who else is in that bunch? Christian Watson. This is the team we just took Mixon on. We come back up later. Let's take Evans here. Like I said, I just keep taking these Bucs guys. We know that they're talented. Baker's not great, but at a certain point, it's priced in. A wide receiver's talent kind of carries him forward. Mike Evans scores absolute nukes for this format. Half PPR. We're looking at Godwin again, but we've taken like a million Godwins. You can see here, like, I keep falling into patterns. I'm thinking between Herbert and Godwin here. Let's take Herbert. I feel like we had a Herbert versus Godwin 1v1 and we went the other way. So why not mix it up? Yo, Ron, love the Fantasy Goldmines video. You're going to make an opposite kind of video, offenses to avoid. It's a little bit tougher to find offenses that I think that you should avoid because I don't think that there really are any. Like, because if I did the opposite of that video where it's like offenses that are priced in as low volume that you shouldn't draft, I mean, maybe I could. Like, I do kind of find myself as, like, the Jaguars as one of them. Maybe I would. It's just tough, like, especially like in June when I'm still sort of figuring out some stuff on the back end so that July and August I can go full throttle, do like 4 or 5 playing that videos a week, whereas right now we're doing 3. So it's just tough to squeeze in everything that I want to do, is what I would say. But that sounds like a fun video. Right now working on one where I look through all of my Dynasty teams and just get everything sort of thought out in terms of what I want to do before week 1. Because I think that's really important. Just having a plan for what to do before week 1. Now, this is going to be Kyle Pitts' pick, which I think is pretty sweet. I mean, Mahomes, Pollard, Kupp, Williams, Godwin, Pitts. I kind of love that start. It's just like a really balanced setup. All right, we got 3 picks in succession right here. One of you guys are at the gym. Somebody's saying they are at the gym, just bench my high school max 22 times. Dude, I don't even think I had a high school max. Let's go Burks here. Let's go Burks there. Oh boy. Picks are getting close here. Let's go Brandon Cooks. We'll go another Dallas. We're kind of setting ourselves up to go Dak with this team, so I'll just start Dak real quick. Man, Dak is somehow cheaper than Tua. I don't know that I can get there. We already have Diggs to stack to Allen, but if Gabe Davis is just going to sit there on a platter for us, then he can come on down, get stacked up with Allen. You said, what's your advice for drafting from the 101? Because I hate it. I actually love the 101, my friend. You get Jefferson. At the 2-3 turn, get your pick of an elite quarterback. I love Ramondre, Jacobs, Brees. I love Andrews. Sometimes you'll get like a Pollard or something to fall. And then this 4-5 turn is just gold. I want two of Moore, Kirk, Williams, McLaurin, Hopkins, Christian Watson, Drake London, Judy. Like, these guys often spill over here. If not, you can always take like Fields or Mixon. But that's what I would do through the first 5. I do agree that after that it kind of falls off, but it kind of falls off everywhere when it comes down to that. Now, let's go Addison. I don't take a lot of Addison, but he makes sense there. 1 pick away in 2 spots here. We got Hayden Winks in the chat. What's going on, my boy? I feel like I'm doing pretty. I'm telling you, like I multi-table often. I really do. Off camera, I just think it's bad content, but I feel like today I have an excuse. Chicago, nothing there. Let's just go with Quentin Johnston. Why not? The scary part, though, is when you have to land the plane and get everything figured out in terms of, like, oh, are my quarterbacks correlated? Let's go Michael Thomas here. I think we're drafting too many wide receivers on this team, but we'll figure it out later. High school was 25 years ago. No way I'm doing anything now. I did that except smoke pot. There you go, Derek. Fun fact about me, I'm a terrible, terrible long-distance runner. Like, even at my peak physical acumen of playing on the basketball team into the lacrosse season, my best ever mile in high school was like 7:20. Like, I could never... The kids that could run like a 6-minute mile, I had no clue how they could do it. My conditioning was never there. All right, we're gonna take Bateman here. I don't think I'm spooked on. I don't think I'm spooked on the cortisone shots just yet. Maybe I should be. Maybe they should be, but I should be, but I don't know. He said I want to add a tournament where when you enter a draft, it opens up 2 draft boards with everyone. That way, everyone is under the same conditions. Well, I kind of like that. Different draft positions for each one, I'd assume. 2 draft rooms with like the same people. All right, so we got some downtime. So we need to figure out how to stack to Herbert, but we've lost out on our Quentin Johnston, which kind of really sucks. I want nothing to do with any of these running backs, but also at pick 78, there's more than a few that if they fell, I would probably just take one. What else we got in here? So I don't like Miles Sanders at all. Like, at all. I know Hayden and Josh kind of like Miles Sanders. But if he's going to fall to pick 78, like, I will have to take him because I am a value hound. Like, shout out Pete Overzet. I will take any player that falls that far past ADP. It's just what has to happen. We really need to be in our P's and Q's in terms of stacking Mahomes on this team, but there's nothing that's all that obvious. I don't know where the hell the wide receivers went in this room, but we are about to reach on Tyler Boyd as a bring back for Mahomes and then figure out running back or maybe A-Rich on the way back. Whoever is in that room, you are slimy. I can't believe that I just took 9th round Tyler Boyd because there were no wide receivers before him. Yeah, I kind of love that, Hayden. I imagine the lift is pretty heavy from a app standpoint, which is so, it's what you kind of have to think through. Like, I know I tweeted out the other day, and I hope it didn't come off as, like, demanding or anything, but in terms of just, like, sorting your queue by ADP. But I understand to have a site that, you know, hosts as many people are probably on this site at the same time, the slightest tweaks to an app is going to take a lot of lift. All right, so this is our Josh Allen team. We don't need a quarterback here, but like 84 ADP Deshaun, I'm going to just have to take him past ADP and just say we're done at QB there and figure out the correlations later. So let's see. We could use a running back. Man. All right, we'll see if Tua gets back to us. I don't really even want Tua, but if he gets back to us, we'll take him. And we'll take Flowers here. 17 seconds on the clock. All right, so we needed Dak anyways on this team. We'll go Dak. That's how you use the queue, ladies and gentlemen. Is this a team? Nope, this is not the team where if Tua makes it back, I want him. I might take Richardson if he makes it back to us here. I'm not taking a tight end. Not finding myself taking Javonte at all. I don't feel a ton of pressure to take Charbonnet. Gibson is creeping up, though. Maybe this is where we take... I'll take Gibson or Charbonnet. I'll take Gibson here. I've been taking Gibson early, man. All right, sweet. You're saying that change might be on the way? I love it. Man, I got nothing to go with Herbert here. That is kind of the bummer with Herbert. Like, once Quentin Johnston's gone, you are just waiting for Gerald Everett. J-Mo, Flowers. We haven't taken any Michael Thomas yet on this team. And we don't really need to run it. Actually, give me Sutton as a bring back for Chargers. Kind of boring, but so it had to be done. Wish you could filter based on the pick'em season long lines. That's interesting. But I think like the issue with even asking for the ADP thing is like there's a difference between like convenience and then like really making people optimize their drafts, you know? Like if you... Do we have any freaking stacks here? All right, we're just going to take... I don't take a lot of Freiermuth, but he's the first one on the board. We needed a tight end anyways. Would have been down to really wait on tight end there, but just kind of how the cookie crumbled there. I don't even like James Cook, but that far past ADP, stacked to Josh Allen, completely fine by me. Boom. And we wanted Tua anyways after that turn. So we get our stack to Tyreek, and we are good at quarterback on this team. Boom. 6 picks of breathing room, dude. We're crushing it. We're crushing it. What's the name for a herd of dogs? What about a, what the heck do they call them? Like, shepherd dogs? Like an Australian shepherd or something? Shepherd could work for that. Or, like dogs on a sled, like because there's multiple dogs there. I don't know the type of dogs that pull the sleds. Like maybe they're just huskies, but I think Herbert's a value because you have to stack him preemptively. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair, but I think it's also just a down year that he just had. All right, so we got some downtime as long as these picks away aren't lying to us. They're not lying to us. All right, so we're looking pretty good. 2 picks away. We got to figure out how to stack Herbert on this team, but there's nothing that sticks out whatsoever. We don't really need anything. I might just take Richardson as a luxury pick on this team and call it a day at QB. Kind of a little 2 QBs in the window going on here. we're done at QB here. Chicago, Arizona, Houston. We need tight ends, but I'm going to chill on that. Every time I see it, dude, Chigosium is a crazy name, bro. Chigosium. This is gonna be AJ Dillon. I don't know why, but I think that just it felt good to take a running back there. I don't know. It was really tempted to go A-Rich though. I kind of wish I did, but we're chilling. All right, natural way to get some KC in there for our Mahomes team. Boom. Looking good. Fantasy Dog is here. Fantasy Dog is here. Do not fear. Our QB is Dak. Don't really need Gallup. Let's not get Gallup. We're not going Gallup here. Do we need Goff? No. Nico Collins, a running back would be cool. Let's go Warren. Warren's ADP seems like it keeps on creeping up. I don't take him often, but I've been trying to mix him in a little bit more. So I do see the upside. It seems like he's talented. Seems like Najee's days of getting 90-plus targets are probably coming to an end. We'll see. All right, we could really use a running back on this team. I'll take Herbert Mitchell. I literally don't care. Puppy Litter is a decent name. Yeah, I could go Josh Palmer, Josh Kelly for the Herbert teams. It's just not sexy, you know? All right, so this is going to have to be a running back. Khalil Herbert, Elijah Mitchell. Let's go Elijah Mitchell. We already have some Washington with Gibson, so that kind of sets us up there. This is a Dallas team. We could go with... We're going to go with Dolchich. I don't feel great about that Dolchich pick, but I just think it made some sense there. We got 6 seconds on the clock with this pick. This is going to be Rashad Penny no matter what. We needed a running back there anyway, so that kind of worked out. Cutting it real close on that one, though. A-Chain's really starting to fall, huh? Cleveland, Buffalo. Let's go A-Chain. Let's go A-Chain way past ADP. Even though, you know, Dalvin Cook is very much a threat, we got him at a discount. Whatever. I'm not drafting very much of A-Chain because of the Dalvin Cook stuff, but don't mind mixing him in there. Don't really need any of that. Give me Sky Moore here. I don't find myself drafting a lot of Sky Moore, I'll be honest with you guys. But I think it just made sense there. Chicago, Miami. We could go Mooney. Let's go Mooney. Is Komet still around in this league? I'm going to say hell no. Oh, Komet goes pretty late. All right. I'm down for that. All right. Got some downtime, but these picks are going to avalanche onto each other here. Josh Kelly, week 18. You can thank me later. Ron, I need some dynasty help. Thankfully, I got 7 picks of breathing room here, my brother. Someone just offered me a trade. I would be giving up a late 2024 second rounder and Jake Ferguson for a 2024 late first rounder. Yeah, I would do that. I would do that all day long. Yeah, you got Hawkinson, Irv Smith, and Conklin in front of him. Definitely do that. Did you draft a lot of Sky Moore whenever he's past ADP? That makes sense. So Dallas, we already have plenty of Dallas. I guess Derek Carr would make sense. Do we have Green Bay? No, we don't. So this is 13-9. I don't even mind going Higbee just to set up a Stafford thing there. All right. So let's sort of get our ducks in a row here. So we're still looking for Chargers. Gerald Everett is coming up soon. So we're looking for Chargers. Do we have a Detroit? No, we don't. We do have a Denver. We could think about Russ. Dolchich with Russ if we wanted it. Baltimore, Chicago. Good on all of those. I kind of like Rondale and Nico Collins these days. I don't mind Mingo to set up a Bryce Young. All right. This is where the picks are getting pretty tense here. We have Michael Thomas. I don't even love Derek Carr, but I'll take Derek Carr here. Fine. I don't like Odell. I mean, Odell pretty far past ADP, and we need a wide receiver, so why not? 16 seconds left on this pick. Great. Oh, dude, Schultz way past his ADP. Like, I'll take that every time, dude. Dalton Schultz, I pick 151 as my first tight end. Like, every time I'll make that pick. So we have Mahomes. Let's go with another freaking auxiliary piece for Mahomes. If that's 7 wide receivers, we're done at wide receiver on this team then. So that means our quarterback on this team is going to have to be, it could be Baker, it could be Stafford. Stafford, Baker, that's really it. But we can always find a way to stack a tight end. All right, let's see. We have Stafford start here, but I don't think... Oh, yeah, we had Stafford start because I was like, maybe we'll get Higbee. Or no. Yeah, that's exactly what happened. Somebody must have took Higbee. Yeah. Reed, Saints, Cleveland, Taysom. Let's go Taysom. Cut it real close there, but that's all good. We really need one more QB. Oh, that was so dumb. That was so dumb. I didn't know I had Carr on that team, or else I wouldn't have taken Taysom. Like, Taysom's biggest upside is playing QB, which negatively sort of correlates with Carr there. So that's what happens when you multi-table. You kind of do stuff like that. It's not the most efficient way to play. This is going to have to be a running back. We'll go with Roshan. Why not? Two, one. So we're done at quarterback with this team. Would love to find a way to stack Cleveland. Do we have Buffalo? Oh, we have Buffalo stacks out the ass, I would say. Give me. I don't even like Donovan Peoples-Jones, but give me a stack to Deshaun Watson when we really need it there. Probably gonna go 3 tight ends on this build. So we need 2 more tight ends. That gets us to 16. Probably 2 more running backs on this team. All right, give me Komet here. Man, where the hell are the running backs going in this room? So we're done. Oh, Komet and Andrews have the same fucking bye, man. All right, well that's what happens when you're multi-tabling, fellas. Jeez, dude. Of course he has the same bye. It's all good. Like I don't mind getting a 0 from my tight end in week 13. I think I can survive that. I really do. I think the only position you really can't take a 0 in is probably QB. But the issue is if you're going to take a 0 in your tight end spot one week, you should probably only draft 1 tight end is kind of the issue there. Maybe I'll draft another tight end last pick of the draft. What do you guys think? Is same bye week on the tight ends there a big deal? I think it's passable. But it's not ideal. Man, where are the tight ends in this room, dude? No, I haven't experimented with one tight end, but I've heard good things about it. Or maybe not good things about it, but I've heard things about it. I've heard things about the 1 tight end build and the 4 tight end build, where you go 4 to close out a draft. Chris, I'm curious what you think about about doing that. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. At tight end, I think you just have to let that ride. Like, I don't think you can take 3 tight ends with Andrews. You're gonna get a 0 from your tight end spot sometimes. Like, it's not a massive deal. Like, doesn't feel great. Man, that New Orleans pick, that Taysom Hill pick absolutely stings. Does Pickett make any sense? Let's go Pickett. I don't even really like Pickett, but I mean, we have Deontay Johnson on this team. Let's get QB out of there. Let's knock it out. We have Stafford. Do we have a Ram? We do. We have Kupp. Oh, same bye week as freaking Mahomes, dude. We're gonna go Love. We're just gonna go Love and figure it out with the Packers later. And we'll just go with Musgrave or Tucker Kraft. We'll go literally one or the other. I don't care. That's not super pretty. It's not really how I drew it up, how I wanted that to look. But next to Mahomes, we should be okay with Jordan Love. Would have been perfect for that to be Stafford, but they both have the same bye. All right, so with Herbert, this has to be Everett. I have to be thinking about QB here as well. Probably in the market for Pickett again if we want him. Pickett, Atlanta, so Ritter if we wanted it. Purdy makes sense on this team. Purdy, Ritter, Lance. You guys are free, huh? All right, so let's go Everett. That has been needed to happen for forever. Let's also start Palmer. 18 seconds here. Need tight ends. Buffalo. Let's get a bring back on our Buffalo stuff with Gesicki. That's kind of perfect. All right. So we have our QBs. We need running back help. Pitt, Saints. Let's just go Hubbard. I've been kind of warming up to Hubbard here. Can we get away with 6 wide receivers on this team? I think we can. I think we should go 6 running backs on this team. This is a really weird build of 3-6-6-3, but I kind of love it. Man. Stafford at a huge value here. We're just going to go Jerome Ford. Man, I really thought about going Stafford 20 picks past ADP there, and but I think a 3 quarterback build with Mahomes is probably a mistake. What do we think about that? Do we think I should have just gone Stafford as a 3rd quarterback next to Jordan Love? 20 picks past ADP. I think that's a good thought, Adam. Like, in that spot, maybe I should have just taken Stafford, bite the bullet, don't take Jordan Love, and then just take, like, Baker or something, like, super, super late, around 18. So we have our Cleveland stacks. We have our Buffalo stacks. We're looking for a 3rd tight end here. 3rd tight end. Of course, Knox is gone. Just go Ty Chandler, I guess. Actually, let's go Fournette. We'll go Fournette there. We'll go Fournette there, and I think... What does this have to be? Running back could make sense. Wide receiver could make sense. Tight end could make sense. Let's go Taysom Hill. This is a team where Taysom Hill actually makes sense. We'll get tight end off the board here. This probably needs to be a running back. We're just going to force best running back available per ADP. All right, so then we're back up at the 17 spot. We're probably just going to spam running backs. Yeah, I agree, especially with Kupp. Getting Stafford to Kupp there makes sense. Jeff Wilson, Fournette. Look, I'll take these Miami running backs if they're going to fall way past ADP. I know Dalvin Cook is probably going to end up there, but what if he doesn't? Miami, Chicago. This team kind of needs running backs, but there's nothing. Tyquan Thornton. Let's go Mims. I've been taking some Mims. 3, 4. Yeah, this is the toughest part, landing the plane just in terms of making things work. Love running back, like we don't really need anything. I don't think we need another receiver. Go 2 tight ends in this build. Like this could be a 2-7-7-2, but I don't know that. I guess running back is pretty weak on that team. Then we just need one more running back here. Man, oh man. Pitt, Saints, Dallas. Clyde Edwards-Helaire. Welcome to the freaking squad, buddy. All right, then we'll probably just hop right into our next Chihuahua with that tab in a second. Oh, screwing up a little bit there. We are going to go Hubbard here. I take a decent bit of Hubbard. Like, if he gets the passing down role on that team, he's cooking. Let's go with Michael Mayer. I don't know if I flubbed that and we needed to stack that to a quarterback, but it is what it is. That needed to be a tight end anyways. Yeah, no, nothing was really going to stack there. Could have maybe argued. Yeah, no. I think that's fine. See, can we sneak it in? Boom. I'll join another one here if anybody wants to try and get in here with me. All right, so this has to be Pickett to go with Deontay, and then I think that we can just keep. I think we can just get away with Herbert and Pickett. I really do. I think we can. What do we think about that? Why did bro do this to himself? Fantasy dog, what's the issue? Brock, why did I do this myself? Because I want to max enter it. I just want to max enter it, man. I was 9 away. I saw that it was like 90-something% full, so I decided. $95% full. Okay, I think we'll make it in time. I really do. All right, so let's do Musgrave. All right, I think we'll have enough time that I can wait for these drafts to wrap up before I hop into another one. Fucking Kelsey, dude. I'll take Kelsey. I haven't taken him yet. So round 16. We're done with tight end on this team. This has to be, I mean, how many wide receivers are at? 7? Got Paul. Yeah, this is going to have to be running back rest of the way. This probably needs one more running back. Could use a couple more wide receivers. That's fine. Don't really care about the ones that are still early right now. So 18th. Mahomes, we already have our Chief stuff. Don't really need any more Chief stuff. Green Bay. Fine on Green Bay. Could use. Wouldn't mind. Travion if he gets to us. All right, so now we're on the clock with this one. This has to be a running back regardless. Let's take Ty Chandler. Last time between Ty Chandler and Fournette, we went Fournette. This looks intense. I mean, it kind of is. It kind of is, but I'm also that guy, dude. I'm also that guy. I'm not even breaking a sweat, dude. Shakur. Josh Palmer is not somebody I need to pick at this current juncture. Let's go. Khalil Shakur. I haven't been taking a lot of Khalil Shakur. He's been getting some buzz. Don't really love Khalil Shakur, but I think sometimes just what has to happen. All right, so this one's in the 18th round. As soon as I make this pick, as soon as I make my next 18th round pick, I'm hopping right into the next one. This just has to be another running back. Well, I guess we'll take Fournette here. Why not? I think we've done a good job so far, fellas. Like I feel like I'm correlating my quarterbacks. I'm getting like minimal week 18 correlation. Like I think just for the circumstances we're in right now, I think this has been great. Damn, I was gonna go Chubb. But now that he went, let's just go Mahomes to Kelsey. Like I was gonna maybe like get Q with it, see if we could get Mahomes to fall to round 3, but I'm completely fine doing that. Hope you win some big money, Ron Stewart. I hope so too, man. Hope so too. I think I feel really good about my underdog game right now. I really do. Like you hear guys say like, oh, I feel really good about my golf game right now. Like I feel really good about my underdog game, man. Probably next week I'll come out with kind of a strategy video, but I feel like this is now. I think this is gonna be like my 4th year playing underdog, 3rd year actually like playing it like for real. I feel like I've learned some valuable lessons. I feel like I'm drafting good teams. Travion Williams doesn't get to me as well. I don't mind taking a Vikings running back instead. All right, let's go Travion Williams. Why not? We'll go Travion Williams. We'll get our ass in the next one. How many percent full? 95.2%. All right, so we got some breathing room. Mixture of like 4 to 5 picks away. I think that should max us out, but I'm not sure. I think, actually, no, that's not going to max us out. This is exceptional viewing. Is it really exceptional viewing, Fantasy Dog? Like the reason I never do this is because I think it's poor viewing. Like I do feel kind of bad. I'd love to go Chase Brown here if afforded this opportunity. Rowan hit me with the max my Chihuahua entries this morning with the beauty in the Discord. You should promote the Discord here now. Yeah, you guys should check out the Discord. Oh, Chase Brown goes right before us. Let's take Josh Palmer around early just to make sure we get him, and we'll just take a running back on the way back. 14 seconds on the clock here. Took Chase. Let's take Mahomes. We'll take the other side of that Bengals game. And this is 3rd round. Hurts goes. Let's just go Ramondre. I haven't taken Ramondre today. Metcalf goes. If Henry gets back to us, we'll take Derrick Henry. You have my word, and he didn't. I told you. You had my word. If he was there, I was taking him. We haven't taken Breece yet. I don't like. We just took Ramondre with the Mahomes team. Like, let's just make it a little bit different here. We'll go with. Actually, no. Let's go Debo. We haven't taken a Debo team today. We'll reach a little bit on Debo. Get a little bit weird at this turn. And another Diggs teams. I hate drafting Diggs teams, but at 7th, it's just like the only thing that makes sense with the context of what Josh Allen is in a half PPR format with shallow lineups. That's now falling to round 3. Like as soon as the big 5, like to me this year, there's a big 5. Like I think it's the big 2 with Chase Jefferson, but McCaffrey, Kupp, and Tyreek. Like those are 5 I feel very good about. Kelsey I'm shaky on. Diggs I'm shaky on. Eckler, Bijan, like in terms of picking one of them like 6th overall. All right, 18th round, last pick. Miami, Chicago, Atlanta, New England. We're just going to take a random running back here. Let's take Latavius Murray. Actually, let's take Nyheim Hines, dude. I'm telling you, dude, Nyheim Hines is going to have one game next year where he goes for like over 20 points, and it's going to matter a ton. All right, so Buffalo plays against New England. But let's just take Taylor here. I haven't taken Taylor today. Just makes most sense. Okay, so our 18th round pick there. Boom. Let's enter another Chihuahua. This should be the last one. $25 seconds on the clock in the 4th round here. Haven't taken a wide receiver yet. There's no wide receivers that I sort of see that are worth taking. So I think we're going to have to go ETN. We have to go London. We'd be really behind that wide receiver if we just didn't take a wide receiver until round 5 there. I've been a little bit more aggressive this year in taking a running back in situations like that and just punting wide receiver off for the first, 5 or so rounds, but it just, punting it for like the first 4 rounds, I would say. Let's take one more running back. We have Chargers. We have Pittsburgh. Why not take a Chargers back? Let's go Kelly. I probably prefer Kelly to Spiller, but I also don't think Kelly's that good. So I don't think it's gonna let us in. There we go. We've entered the max amount of Chihuahuas. Perfect. That's all we wanted here. 6, 6, 8. Okay. So now we have all of our fresh ones here. Time to close her out. Oh, you were saying Malik Davis? That would have been good. Yeah, I'm taking a lot of what am I trying to say? I'm taking a lot of digs. I agree with you. I'm taking a lot of digs as well. Like, it just makes sense with the Allen stack and how much elite quarterback means in this format. And Allen, like, doesn't make any sense to me. Allen is my QB1. Like, I did my QB tier rankings video. He ended up as my QB1. ADP, he's a good bit behind like Hurts and Mahomes. Like, Mahomes' ADP is like 21. Like, Allen's ADP is like 28. Can we get Allen to fall one more? Can we pair Allen with Diggs? Rainmaker, please chill, bro. There it is, dude. Give me Josh Allen. 2 Diggs. Josh Allen, Taylor, Diggs is a beautiful start. That's a beautiful start. Damn, we got a super chat? Give me a second, brother. I appreciate it. What an absolute beast. Richie James, Puka Nacua, Malik Davis late. I kind of love that. I appreciate the super chat. I don't know if you meant to send 2. But thank you for the super chat, man. I really do appreciate that. You've been out here just absolutely cheering me on in this live stream, Fantasy Dog. I'll make sure I get one of those guys late in these last 4 drafts. Puka Nacua, Malik Davis, Richie James. Those are the names. Wow, and of course the draft we go Mahomes. We have a billion QB staring us down. We're just going to have to make an uncomfortable pick here and go Marquise Brown. I don't like that pick whatsoever. I don't take him a lot, but just had to be done there. We're going to go Mixon as a little bring back from Mahomes. Also kind of stacks with Jamar Chase there, or correlates with Jamar Chase. Letting us get Allen round 3 with Diggs is insane. Yeah, exactly. Like, just the fact that there's a possibility of Allen making it to the 307 or whatever, makes Diggs a pretty easy click for me once the big five are gone. Especially, like, just the way the ADP is set up with quarterback right now, like, Allen's the most likely to fall in the 3rd round. And like I said, with my QB rankings video, I had Allen number 1. I don't think that there's a half a round difference. I mean, it's kind of just the natural way that ADP is going to sort of, figure itself out. This is going to have to be Gibbs. I haven't taken Gibbs yet today. You said you're at 32% Diggs and 28% Allen in the Chihuahua. Yeah, like, I'm up huge on those boys. I feel like somebody asked me a question a while back that I just completely... You said, hey, Ron, traded Stroud, Pittman, Shakur, and a 25 third for Diggs, Trey, and early 24 second. I think that's really close. I think that's about a coin flip. I hate to give you a cop-out answer there, but that is very, very close. Dude, every time that I'm in a range where it's like, oh, I'm going to take Chubb here, Chubb goes ahead of me. Like, I would have taken, if Chubb was here at 22, I would have taken Chubb there. Haven't taken T. Higgins yet today. There's like 5 running backs I'd be fine taking here, so I'm going to go T. I haven't taken a T. Higgins. I will say, of the wide receiver 2s, like Waddle, Devonta Smith, and T, like, I almost like T the most. Is just like, he's the cheapest, and I know that he is going to have spike weeks. He has the best quarterback of Devonta Smith and Jalen Waddle, and probably the best offense / highest volume offense. I mean, Miami's going to be a good offense and high volume, but attached to Tua, that makes it a little bit more shaky to me. So, I mean, the cheapest wide receiver 2 of those big 3, one that gives you huge spike weeks, and one that's attached to Burrow and the best offense of the bunch, like, I can get there. I don't completely zero Higgins. I don't find myself taking a lot of Devonta Smith. Can sort of talk me into Waddle just because it's a higher volume offense. But man, Tyreek Hill was at like 30% target share last year. I don't know that declines this year. So we have Tyreek, we have T. Josh Allen staring us in the face, but we'll probably chill on that. Miami. Let's just go Andrews to go with our Miami game stack with Tyreek Hill and kind of see where that takes us. Maybe we go Lamar. This feels... Damn, I was going to say, that feels like a far distance for Kittle to fall, but we already have Kelsey, so I just don't think... I don't really believe in the bully tight end thing. Would be nice for this to be a wide receiver, but I think this is just going to have to be Mixon. Like, I'm looking around. Yeah, there's nothing I like. We'll just go Mixon. We'll go Mixon. Can honestly maybe cut it off at those 3 running backs. So he takes Pitts over Kittle. We're going to go Michael Pittman. I don't even like Michael Pittman. I don't take a lot of him, but I think it just made sense in that spot. 19 seconds left. Someone took Tony before me. Addison, Burks. Let's go Burks, man. I would have loved to go Kadarius Toney in that spot. Jeez, that's brutal. And then we're up again in 2 picks. Probably going to take... I mean, if Pitts was here, I'd take Pitts, but he's not here. This is pretty brutal. Pretty brutal run out for the boy. Chiefs. Bengals are 2 teams that we're sort of leaning into here. There's nothing to take. Just pick whoever you like among these wide receivers. Probably going to go Addison. Don't mind Watson as kind of a game stack with Debo as well. Let's go Dotson. I like Addison, but just to get a game stack with Debo sort of fired up here, I think it's between that whole group of Burks, Dotson, like the year 2 fringe guys of Dotson, Burks, Pickens, versus like Addison, Quentin Johnston. Like they're all, in terms of redraft, like neck and neck for me. He said, how do I get sniped on Jared Goff in every draft by people without a lion? I feel you, bro. You did a Jefferson, Andrews, Lamar too. I think that's really popular is the issue. We got the pound in here. What's going on, my boy? I see you out here grinding in these streets. How often do I find myself doing 5 RB builds because you like the value on them and take them early? I'd say pretty often. You can never get Mandrews and Lamar. I agree that's a little bit tough to get there. I will say, dude, the big board, I have so much Lamar Andrews. So much Lamar Andrews in the big board. Man, it's only 1 wide receiver. Yeah, this is going to be like a 4 running back build, 5 running back builds here. So let's go Lockett. I don't even necessarily like Lockett, but we need piss. This is going to just be Treylon Burks by default. My goodness. He's fallen past ADP. How do we feel about the NBA draft last night? Anybody keep up with that? Let's go. I'm taking Drake London here, and we're taking a gamble that Burrow comes back to us. We're throwing him around the turn. You know what? If somebody wants to take him, and I'll just take Fields maybe. I'll take Fields, and if I don't take Fields, I'll take Mike Williams or DJ Moore, dude. Yep, Ron, we agree. Waddle should be closer to Smitty and Higgins than where he is now. Yeah, I've been doing Amon-Ra St. Brown Pollard. That's a fun one to do. ADP is kind of fake in the second round. I do agree there. You can get more unique combinations. You said these drafts are softer. I kind of agree. All right, 1 pick away. Can we get the Burrow? Oh, spaghetti. Come on, dude. How are you going to do that to me? So we go DJ Moore. Do we go Fields? Let's go 5th round DJ Moore. We'll go 5th round DJ Moore and we'll sleep on QB. We've been taking a lot of elite QB builds today. I'm fine with that. Whatever. We took the gamble that Burrow would make it back to us. I don't care. That was probably really dumb. So that 7.5 kid is something else. Trace Jackson Davis was a value in round 2. Trace Jackson Davis got picked by the Warriors. I didn't know that, but I agree. He fell very far, and I feel like his game's a little bit more modern than like Luka Garza too. I've seen the comp of like Dwight Powell, I think is his name. That I think he used to play for like Raptors, Mavs. I don't know where he's at now. Maybe he went from the Mavs to the Raptors. Let's go DeAndre Swift. I like the guard from Indiana too. What the heck's his name? Like Shafino. I think he goes to the. Where the hell did he get picked by Shafino? To A-Rich, running back. It's a luxury pick, but let's just go A-Rich here. We'll go A-Rich next to Mahomes. We'll just have like the craziest QB ceiling of all time, QB scoring ceiling of all time. So there's no like Gabe Davis to take here or anything. This is just gonna have to be Brandon Cooks. Yeah, the Whitmore slide was crazy, but I also thought like him being projected top 5 was kind of crazy. Like he really wasn't that good at Nova. Like Nova had an awful year too. Kind of reminded me of the Wisconsin kid from last year, Johnny Davis. Oh my god, not the Suggs Dick combo. I like it, dude. Grady Dick's fit was insane. It's insane, but I kind of loved it. Um, Tight end here makes 0 sense. We're done at quarterback. Let's take Boyd. Get a little Bengals correlation going. Oh yeah, Shafino's a Laker. That's what it was. Jaime Jaquez is great. The guy the Heat got. I love that kid out of UCLA. Any of the kids I played in college, I can actually tell you a good bit about. But like the top 5 this year, like Wembanyama, Scoot, the 2 twins, like I've never seen them really play. Yeah, Johnny Davis is not good. The issue for Trace is that he has to play the 4 spot, I think. He has to play the 4 spot and he can't really shoot. But he's at least like his mobility is good. He can play defense. He can facilitate a little bit. I think he can actually pass pretty well for a big man. Jesus, what is on the board? All right, let's go Evans. Starting the draft with freaking 5 wide receivers there. Could use. I don't take Kamara often, but let's go Kamara. Why not? 10 seconds left here. Jeez. And we just have to keep stacking wide receivers on this team, I think. You said we got to talk college hoops more because we both seem to love it, dude. I love college hoops, bro. I think one day, one day I'll have an outlet to talk college ball. If you go back, dude, if you look through the channel and you see like the old videos I used to post, dude, like actually you would love this, Brock. I had an Indiana basketball, or I had like a Big Ten basketball preview I did in like 2021. I think I had like a future on Indiana to win the Big Ten that year. All right, so we already have 5 wide receivers. Like we really need to chill on wide receivers on this team. I'm going to reach a little bit. I'm gonna reach a little bit on Dalvin Cook. No, I'm not. I'm gonna just take DeAndre Swift and hope that he hits. Like I just think on this team that like we didn't need another wide receiver. We have a tight end. There's no quarterbacks on the board. That just needed to be any running back there. It didn't feel. I don't really want to reach on Dalvin Cook. Yeah, you're right. Trace Jackson Davis on the Warriors makes a lot of sense. Diehard Spartan plus 1600 to win the Natty next year. Izzo finally getting title number 2. You're a diehard Spartan fan? I went to best college basketball game I've ever been to, or I've only ever been to Seton Hall college basketball games, but the best one I've ever been to, it was Miles Powell. It was like the season opener of the COVID year. It was Miles Powell, Seton Hall versus Michigan State when they had like Cassius Winston, and like Cassius Winston and Miles Powell went toe to toe. Michigan State, sadly, they ended up winning the game, but like Miles Powell must have dropped like 30. Cassius Winston had a hell of a game. I think Hauser on that team. Rocket Watts might have been on that team. I can't really remember. Definitely the big that plays for Memphis now. Again, I don't like any of these bigs, but it's just kind of what I've backed myself into with this draft, or any of these wide receivers. I think I said bigs there. 29 seconds left. James Cook is not really the answer. You know what? Let's just take Njoku. Actually, let's take Dak. We'll do a little 2 quarterback in the window action with Dak. Boom. No more need for quarterback. Dak is already stacked to CeeDee Lamb, and we have 8 seconds left with this pick. All right, this is going to have to be Elijah Mitchell. All right, so we're done at QB there. We need Indy. I always love doing a backdoor Jelani Woods if I have Anthony Richardson. We need to get some KC magic going. Is McKinnon the answer? McKinnon might be the answer here. So didn't like pick 6 through 10 this year. Wasn't much difference between that and 11 through 15. I agree. Teams are just bad at picking players. Like I didn't get I think like Jet Howard at like 10 is insane, or 11, whatever it was. I would have gone Grady Dick over him. I think even Shafino. You said I remember that game. Both teams were due for a tournament run. Yeah. Yes, Tillman was the guy I was talking about. It was amazing, dude. Miles Powell bringing the house down. Mamu was on that team. Spartans are good this year. Let's do Nico Collins. Why not? 20 seconds left. I guess we'll do I don't even really like Pacheco. Pacheco like 11 picks past ADP on a team where my RB1 is DeAndre Swift. I'll do that. I don't really have any what am I trying to say? And that was too it wasn't Shafino. Who was the young kid that they brought in? It was of course they had Trace Jackson Davis, but they had this young kid who came in. It's like Michi. Was it like Michi Brown or something? It wasn't Langford. All right, so Buffalo, you need New England, Dallas, Buffalo. Nothing's really speaking to me. Let's go Rashad Penny, and then might call it a day there, but we'll maybe go 5 running backs in that build. Keontae George. Yeah, Keontae George is a guy that I felt, I mean, he was a highly touted recruit, one and done guy. Like, I don't really know why he wasn't like a, you know. Boyd. All right, so let's go Tua to stack with Tyreek here. I don't love it, but just kind of what has to happen. If you have a Tyreek team, that's the only time that I'm like, okay, maybe I'll take Tua. 4th in odds behind Duke, Kansas, and Purdue. Tamar Bates, haven't heard of him. Saw Imani Bates got drafted yesterday. I remember, dude, his hype out of high school was crazy. I'm also happy the other George got drafted out of Kansas State. Like, I remember when he collapsed on the floor at Florida. Then getting drafted is pretty crazy. Yeah, I was asking a question. Who was the kid that year in like 2021 who was kind of like their Romeo Langford? Like, I think it was maybe like Michi Brown was his name. It was like Michi something, but he like reclassified, and had some hype coming into that year. Let's go Jalen Warren. Why not? Without his injury, he goes around the Thompsons. You're saying the kid out of Kansas State? The issue is he was old because of the injury. He probably would have been a one and done out of Florida if not for it. All right, so Darnell Mooney's way too far past his ADP here, but we're just going to take Darnell Mooney and move on with our life. Yeah, we're going to take Darnell Mooney and move on. Sadly done at wide receiver. This would have been a great spot to take Richie James, but just can't happen. Probably end up taking Noah Gray on this team. Going 3 tight ends, one of them being Noah Gray. We'll have Mahomes stacked to Jerick McKinnon and Noah Gray. That'll be a unique Mahomes stack, I feel like. So Dallas, Buffalo. I can't pay the Kincaid prices, man. I can't pay the Kincaid prices, but I will say, if I was going to pay the Kincaid prices, it would be with nothing I really like on the board and no tight ends. So I guess we'll go Kincaid, whatever. On this team, we need running backs. Let's go Tank Bigsby. I don't think I've taken Tank Bigsby today. Or maybe it was Michi Johnson. I don't think it was Xavier Johnson. Or maybe it was Michi Rice. I don't know, dude. I think I'm being an idiot. I don't know who I'm thinking of. I think I might be an idiot. I think I might be thinking of a guy who was playing at Ohio State instead. I might be just completely exposing my lack of knowledge of ball. 6 seconds on the clock. Let's go Algier. Getting pretty close to being done at running back on this team. You have to think about quarterback correlation. I'm over here naming obscure Indiana basketball players. No. So what do we got? We got it. Damn. Got no breathing room. Let's go Damian Harris. Let's just keep spamming running backs on this team. 0 RB action. I think I am thinking of Christian Lander. Or no, yeah, Michi Johnson was an Ohio State kid. Yeah, that's what that was. Can a 4 RB build with Bijan, Etienne, Monty, and Penny work? I think it can. I think you can definitely get away with that. Buffalo, New England, Dallas, Detroit. Yeah, let's just go Rashee Rice, I guess. Yeah, I'm an idiot. Lander's who I was thinking of. I don't know why I was thinking he was Michi Johnson. Could I go... Let's go... Let's go Jacoby Myers here. I don't mind taking Jacoby Myers these days. His price is like kind of palatable. I'm gonna ask Mother if she can maybe put some chicken in the air fryer for me. Can my mother come in clutch? Yeah, I agree. I definitely got more downtime here with not as many drafts. So this is just going to have to be running back, tight end rest of the way. Do we have a Chicago running back on this team yet? No. I would really like to have Taysom Hill on this team. I'd really like to have Jelani Woods on this team. Let's go. Let's go Deonta Foreman. Deonta Foreman, we'll see what comes back to us. QBs, just Mahomes. We need to correlate. Man, maybe we just go Love and we just go Reed later. I'm gonna say no. Oh, don't know what happened there. All right, so let's go Taysom Hill. So that'll be 15. We'll have 2 more picks after that. Yeah, that works out beautifully. 27 seconds left. Okay. We're just absolutely dominating right now. Packers are so easy to stack late. I kind of just want to go Love past ADP. But I'm going to chill on that. And set up something for Mac Jones. Maybe that'll work out. All right. So we're done at quarterback on this team. Really only need like 1 more running back on this team. Need tight end help bad, but there's nothing really around for a while. Yeah, this team, we could just take whatever wide receivers kind of around. Ron, I can't believe you wouldn't eat your mom's dinner recently. Dude, I'm telling you, it was not good, bro. Dude, I'm never a bitch about that, bro. I'm never. Like I said, it hasn't happened like a decade. Like, usually everything that she makes, like, I'm wolfing it down. No problem, but it's happened to be a bad one, dude. Happened to be a bad one. I couldn't. Tried to make it work. So Allen, Dak. Jeez, KJ Osborne. Remember when people were really steaming up KJ Osborne? Remember that? Who could have saw that not working out? It's like, oh, there's no Adam Thielen. KJ Osborne is going to be third in targets on this team. It's like, no, teams will usually draft another wide receiver when their wide receiver in 2 wide receiver sets is KJ Osborne. Same thing with Donald Peoples-Jones, 2 of like the easiest fades of all time early in this offseason. Go out and trade for Elijah Moore, draft Cedric Tillman. Wow, so Jordan Love's going to fall like 20 picks past ADP here. And I still think I'm going to have to pass. I'm going to go Hodgins. Someone was saying in the chat that they've been taking a lot of Hodgins. I've been taking a lot of Hodgins too, man. You said Kincaid might be the worst board on the value on the draft board. I kind of agree. But on Josh Allen teams, I think that he's fine. On Josh Allen teams where you don't have a tight end yet, I think that he's fine. But it's not. It doesn't feel good to push the button on him. I'll say that much. Josh Allen, Dak. Give me Laporta as a bring back for Dak. Feels weird taking 2 rookie tight ends, though. I think the last one we're going to have to really make sure is a stable. Dalton Schultz, 10 picks past ADP, is looking decent. Saints. No. Let's go Dalton Schultz. Be done at tight end on this team. This has to be a 3 quarterback build. Can definitely go with like Stroud. Baltimore, LV. Can definitely go Garoppolo. Can definitely go Miami, no. Cincy, Atlanta, you can go Ritter. Chicago, Tampa Bay, I can go Baker. Okay, so we got QB options. We need to get 2 of the guys in this queue. Tight end and running back. Let's go Knox. Dude, I think we're going to do the forbidden. No, we're not. I was gonna say I think we're gonna do the forbidden 4 tight ends, but we're not going to. Probably just gonna take Fournette as our 6th running back, and then take either Noah Gray or Indiana, or I don't know why I said Indiana, but actually, no, we're gonna do the forbidden 4 tight end build here. It's a Chihuahua. It's $4. We're having fun. Let's do the forbidden 4 tight end build. Would that be closing out our draft? 4 straight tight ends? Yeah, let's do it. Let's do the forbidden tight end build. Now, I wouldn't advocate for the 4 tight end build. I don't really think it's even that good, but I just think I was in a unique spot there where I could get away with it if I wanted to. Let's just go Dawson Knox as long as there's no conflict there. Our last 2 picks in this team is just going to have to be like quarterback, wide receiver. A really weird spot I've sort of backed myself into with that team. Nico Collins, one of the best values on the board. Yeah, I agree. I've been taking a lot of Nico Collins. I've been taking some Musgrave too if I have so we need 1 more tight end in this build. One more tight end. Let's wait on that tight end for like Ferguson or something. Let's take Deonta Foreman, and that's going to be... Actually, we don't really have to close the door on running back with that team. I've seen people go double elite QB. Why are you guaranteeing that one of your top 4 picks isn't hitting the lineup every week on the serious strategy? Yeah, it's probably done. I've messed around with it before. Like, I have to be honest with you. Like, I definitely am open to getting pretty weird. Let's go Foreman. Like, I'll do that sometimes. Like, I definitely have a Mahomes. The crazy part is I actually had I think I've had over the years, like, maybe, like, 5 teams make Week 16. I've never had one make it from Week 16 to Week 17. The only one I had make it to Week 16 in 2021 was a Mahomes. It was, like, Mahomes, Tyreek, Dak, CeeDee Lamb, Amari, just like massive stacks with both of those quarterbacks with like a 0 RB build. But I agree. Double elite QB is probably not optimal, but it is unique. You are definitely guaranteeing that you're having a crazy point output every week in the, position that scores the most in this format and has an even bigger edge in half PPR, but I agree. I would probably only want to do it like once every 50 drafts. All right, so these last 2 picks have to be QB. Lands. Do we have a San Fran? Do we have... Let's go Mac here. Can we get away with just Mac Jones behind Mahomes? Would you guys take a 3rd quarterback with Mac Jones behind Mahomes? I hate the way that's rolling off my tongue, but it is what it is. All right, so this is a very harsh 0 RB team. I'm just going to keep chucking running backs at this room. I don't even like Tyjae Spears, dude. I'm just going to take Hubbard instead. So this team needs 2 more QBs and another running back probably. It's going to be a weird-looking team where this is going to be like a 3-7-6-2. Like 0 RB hardcore looking team. All right, so this is our last pick here. And we're going to do it. The Forbidden 4 tight end build. Boom. We've done it. I kind of love that. And Hyatt slips here. Why not? We'll do that. Start up Ferguson. I don't mind doing that for correlation's sake. Just having that be our third QB, or third tight end. I was in the fantasy footballs draft yesterday. Who's the fantasy footballs? What do you guys think? Is Mac Jones behind Mahomes enough? Is Mac Jones behind Mahomes enough, or should I take Ritter? Because this team's wide receivers are pretty brutal. Running backs are pretty brutal. Curious what you guys are saying. Should I just take Ritter? I'm taking Richie James. I'm taking Richie James. God damn it. Richie James, welcome to the squad. 2592. We had Mahomes. Mahomes is just going to have to be that guy. We took Richie James for the people, for fantasy dog, even though he said to take Ritter. Also, let me know who's the fantasy footballs. Always curious when I end up in somebody's stream. Let's go Stroud. We have Stroud to Dalton Schultz is our stack there. We're going to have to go with a 7th running back here. I really should have taken Spears there. That was kind of dumb. I don't know why I took a quarterback there, but it's all good. I'm begging Spaghetti to let me take Gainwell. Even though I have Swift. I know I have Swift, but in a build like this, like I don't mind doubling up in the same backfield, especially a cheap option like that. I think it's viable. Wow. Oh, and it's going to take Ferguson. Okay. Well, I was finessed. I don't mind. That's fine, though. I really don't even know what I need on this team. I think 5 running backs is just fine. Let's take another wide receiver. We can go Bills. We can go Dallas. No Khalil Shakur, huh? Deontay Hardy and Trent Sherfield is what I'm working with. Jeez, dude. The Cowboys have nothing either behind. Yeah, just Tolbert. Could we do a bring back? You know what? We'll do Malik Davis just for fantasy dog. Just for him. Yeah, maybe the fantasy footballers. I don't mind. I don't love Tyjae Spears, but I don't know. All right, so we've maxed the Chihuahua. We have a couple more picks to make. What do we think, fellas? Before you go, do you have a prediction on the new tournament we've been teasing? Huh. You guys have been... Are there any hints on the underdog account? My guess... No hints. My guess is $10 to enter. No playoffs. Best score wins. So it's just weeks 1 through 17 total scoring on a leaderboard. I think that is coming soon. That is my guess. I think that is on its way. A leaderboard format. And it's going to be called... the Doberman. $10 to enter, leaderboard style. Maybe $11 to enter. They've been doing weird numbers. Like the poodle was 7. That's my guess. $11 to enter, leaderboard style. All right, so let's go Ritter with this last pick. All right, there it is. 25 Chihuahuas, all done. 90 total for the 2023 season. As always, if you enjoyed, make sure you check out Underdog Fantasy. That's what we are drafting on. It is the best ball platform in all of the land. You hop on there, you draft your team. It is set. It's ready to go. I just drafted 9 teams in succession, and I have to deal with none of them come week 1. I have to set no waivers for them, no trades. They are all ready to go. Best scorer gets set every single week. You can find that on Underdog Fantasy. You can play there. You can check out their pick'ems. They have a bunch of cool stuff there. Use promo code RON. I have a link in the description, the live chat, the comment section down below. You click on the link. It takes you to Underdog Fantasy. It uses my promo code RON, and it will match your deposit up to $100. So with all that being said, I appreciate you guys coming out here, watching me multi-table 9 drafts. Maybe we'll make this a thing we do every now and then. But I appreciate you guys coming out here, and I will see y'all in the next one.